Rams. I was picturing myself saying this only because I bought myself a Rams beanie today because I gotta rock my Rams stuff, man. Those who don't know, for football, I'm a Rams and Packers fan. And a little bit of Raiders because they used to be in LA, so yes. And since the Rams back in LA, I'm not bandwagon. I've been a Rams fan since I was in diapers, man. When they was losing in St. Louis, I was still a Rams fan. So see the Rams going to the Super Bowl in a couple weeks, man. That's cool. And I hope we get it, because I can't stand the Patriots. So if you're a Patriots fan, you guys should turn off this podcast right now. I really don't give a damn, but it is what it is. Other than that, y'all still loved. Y'all still loved. But I will say this, though. It's been a very long and interesting day today. On this January 25th, 2019, while it's 8:10 or 20:10 in Army time, and there's something else I got to do after this, and good grief. I'm not quite sure if I want to play Resident Evil 2 right now. Yes, I bought the remake of the game for PlayStation 4, and I was thinking about playing it, but I'm like, damn, they might have to do the update or whatever, download the files to the game. I'm like, I'm cool on that right now. I don't feel like doing all of that. I really don't. But yeah, it's been a very interesting day. I ain't gonna mention why. I'm just gonna say it's just been very interesting, and I see 2019 about to be really interesting as well too. So just the mid part of it got extremely interested. I'm like, okay, we'll see what the rest of this goes. And it's crazy, y'all. We are almost done with January of 2019. I mean, it's been a very cool year. Like, New Year's was here not too long ago. Now it's gone. February's around the corner, and most folks associate that date with Valentine's Day and stuff like that. We might get a leap year this year. I'm not quite sure. I gotta take a look at the calendar. But yeah, we're almost close to the second month of 2019. It's crazy. So let me ask you this before we get into the podcast. Have you guys really accomplished some of the things you've been wanting to do from last month with this month? If so, cool. If not, then don't worry about it. Just continue to grind. Just continue to grind. And continue to make things happen. On everything straight up. But with that, though, ladies and gents, welcome to another edition of the Business Mind Leaders Podcast, also known as the Roses Wolves Den, with your host, DJ Skylo, also known as Chinchilla Q of HitRockerProductions.com. Hit Rocker Productions, Black Lotus Rabbits, Black Lotus Wolves. Wow, Black Lotus Rabbits, Black Roses Wolves. I don't know where the hell I was trying to say on the other part. Followed by Midnight Classic Show, aka The Lounge, and livesets.com/DJ-Skylo. That is my DJ link right there, but the main website is hitrockerproductionstm.com. Welcome to week 112, sessions 546 to 550 of the Business Minded Leaders Podcast. Let's dive into these topics. Let's talk about some things. I know this podcast was going to be late because the crazy thing is they had us do one of the aircrafts late, and then somebody on one of the international aircrafts decided to vomit at the back of the aircraft, meaning that when they got out the aircraft, the stuff was still there on the floor, so I had to clean that up, which is whatever. But it kind of dampened the time for me to try to go pick up the game that I had pre-order, I think, a few weeks prior, and some other stuff I should take care of today. Try to make a Target run, but that's going to have to happen tomorrow. Or it might happen on Monday, because, yeah, we'll see what happens. But other than that, though, we about to dive into this podcast real quick. Let's talk about these topics. And after that, we about to get it on the cracking. So with that, let's start. Oh yeah, and this is for this following week of January 21st and the 25th. So, on Blessed Mondays, January 21st, 2019, Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King. But for those that's country, Martin Luther King. I said, continue to live, continue to dream. You have to remember, folks associate Martin Luther King with his speech. I had a dream that, you guys should know the speech by now. But do you really understand the deepness of the speech? And when you really look at what's going on in this country out here in America nowadays, it's kind of almost like the total opposite. But in regards to it being almost like the total opposite, you still have individuals that actually do come together, no matter what the race or creed is, You still come together, still make things happen. No matter who is up in power or up in office or in opposition and things of that nature. You have to continue to live. You have to continue to live. You have to continue to have a dream to live for that dream, wherever it may be. Rather, you want to own your own business or, you want to do something you never done before. You got to continue to live, continue to dream. Life is too short to just be doing the same thing over and over again. But then again, life is too short to not take a chance to take a risk. You had to continue to live. You got to continue to dream. You got to continue to make these things happen. Can't just be lollygagging and staying behind, which we're going to on the Grind Tuesdays, January 22nd, 2019. Time for a new adventure. Time for new beginnings. 2019, so a fresh new year. Even though this month is almost over in January, you still have time to create new adventures and new beginnings in life, no matter what it may be. Maybe you tired of that BS job that you at and you want to have a new change. Go ahead. Maybe you never traveled before in your life and you want to go to a new place, a new country, a new state. Go ahead and do that. Or maybe you just need a new change of environment because the environment that you have is getting stale and old and even toxic. Go ahead and do that. You gotta have new adventures in life. You gotta have new beginnings. Shoot, February is around the corner. That could be a new adventure and a new beginning right there, or whatever it is that you want to do. And I truly do mean that. So, you guys have to, by all means, create new beginnings and new adventures and new ideas in order to continue to grow and make things happen. So, by all means, continue to do that. Let's continue. For Motivational Wednesdays, January 23rd, 2019. Face your fears. You'll be surprised as to know that your fears are nothing but false illusions with a disguise to get you to learn and grow. See, when we are fearful of different things that we cannot control or don't even understand why we are afraid of something, it's basically just nothing but a false illusion. And with that false illusion, what it is nothing but a disguise to actually help you grow, to get to the next level in life. But most folks get caught in fear of certain things because they can't continue to push on. It's like you're a physical person. The inanimate object that you cannot see, you should be able to just walk right through it. But for us being spiritual beings as well, you can kind of feel a void right there. You can't see it, but you can feel it. And it's like you got to break it down. So you got to break it down spiritually and mentally and physically in the way to which it's like, okay, we can accomplish this. Face the fear, learn from it, and grow from it. Because when you grow from your fear, guess what? You become more wiser than what you were when you was fearing whatever it may be, wherever it may be. So just remember, it's a false illusion in disguise. You just got to get over that hump to make something happen. Let's continue. So in January 24, 2019, Daily Tips Thursdays, I say you're closer to your goals and dreams when you shift your focus to God first and everything else second. That's the reason why I said that. Because most folks and some entrepreneurs and business owners be saying that, they shift their focus, they had done everything they done on themselves, you have to understand that God will bless you in different ways and things of that nature. But if you shift your focus towards Him and have your goals and dreams where it may be, have Him be the forefront, trust me, He will guide you in the right direction to where you need to be at. Not to where we want to be at. It's the difference to where he wants you to be at. So some of us said we want to make $1 million. But talk to a millionaire and billionaire and really ask them what it takes to actually make that, what it takes to actually hold that, what it takes to actually create ideas and things and make it happen. And the funny thing is, most of them don't make it happen by themselves. Most of them don't realize that it's God that's actually helping them out because they use that funds to rotate and help out other individuals. So you got to take a look at a bigger picture from a bigger scale. You have to really take a look and see things from a different perspective, because most folks think that they just do things on their own. No, man, God really controls everything, straight up. And that was Daily Tips Thursdays, January 24th, 2019. But at the same time, shift your focus to God first and everything else second. And trust me, everything will come through together. Let's continue. So in today's post, January 25th, 2019, Ball Status Fridays, I said your brokenness is a story to bless others who may be or had gone through the same situations you have been through. Be a blessing to others. The reason why I have mentioned that is because it's true. Most of us are brokenhearted from different things, relationships, or just, lost in the family, or just lost a job or whatever. Most of us are broken individuals, or mainly everybody. But the crazy thing is, your brokenness is what actually gives you strength. Your brokenness is what actually gives you the wisdom to understand and learn and grow from the situation that happened before. Your brokenness also, when I talk about brokenness, I'm not talking about, you not having no money in the account or anything. No, that's different. I mean, your brokenness, like life just literally punched you straight in your face and you just literally broke down, whatever, and stuff like that. So with your brokenness and everything low key, what you have to understand is that you can use your story of brokenness, and that right there will bless others that's going through the same thing that you're going through as well. So what you have to do, ladies and gents, is that you have to continue to bless others with your story, because once you bless others with your story, then guess what? That person could get through over the hump as to what it is that you had got over with. So always remember that. Be a blessing to others. Be a blessing to others. And I know that today's podcast is very short and straight to the point and things of that nature, and no cussing whatsoever, which is surprising. But when you take cold baths, you kind of get a fresh mind. But when you get burnt out from a busy day, it's a whole different story. But nevertheless, though, ladies and gents, hopefully you guys understand the key points we talked about today in the podcast. I truly appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast as well, too, for the recap. Like I said before in other podcasts, I said we'll try to be on anchor.fm.com or whatever, or anchor.fm or wherever the platform is. I will be on a new platform in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to figure out how to transfer everything that I have from Spreaker over towards this other platform and whatever that actually goes off to iTunes and other platforms that do have podcasts and stuff like that. So trust me, just like I said before, just like I have my music on DistroKid, to which that goes out to iTunes and Spotify, whatever, I'm trying to do the same thing with the podcast. So try to bring out the old stuff over there and not, try to have two different platforms. Like, yeah, y'all can go to Spreaker and listen to the old stuff. No, I'm trying to switch everything completely over. So stay tuned the next following weeks, because I will be doing that. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. I'm about to relax and rest. I was going to try to play Resident Evil 2, but one thing I hate about the PlayStation and the Xbox nowadays is that when you get a new game, you remember back in the old days where you get a new game and you just put the game inside of the system and be able to play the game. Nowadays, when you put a new game inside the system, it takes a long time for you to try to play that game, because you got to upload the damn file onto the system, and now you're looking like, why are you uploading 25 gigabytes worth of stuff while I'm trying to play the game straight up and things? So yeah, I don't got time to do that right now, and especially when I gotta get up around 4 something, 5 o'clock in the morning just to try to get to work. Yeah, so I might try to do this tomorrow. Yeah, because I don't feel like unhooking the damn PlayStation from the living room anyways. But other than that, though, ladies and gents, I thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. And most definitely learn, grow, and share, the podcast and stuff like that. But at the same time, too, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys for always tuning in. I got some other work I need to do in a few minutes. And I'm about to, after that, eat and just crash. So, yeah. And that's one thing I need to have on my list. Get my MacBook Pro 2010 edition to get completely refixed. She's still holding on, but she needs to get revamped. But other than that, though, thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. You guys can catch the recap and things on Tuesday. We're going to one of the beaches and really just get everything cracking. Other than that, one love to each and every one of y'all. Your boy is tired, and I will admit that on this podcast. Let me open my one-a-day vitamins. I take each and every night. I don't do that in the morning because we rush out the house. At the same time, it's all good. So, yeah. Catch you guys on the flip side. One love. Peace out. Deuces.